Liverpool have been linked to a lot of midfielders in Europe this summer, and that is for one obvious reason. Last season, Liverpool's midfield department was in a complete mess. Fabinho was not to be trusted anymore. Henderson and Mina were aging. Curtis Jones, Stefan Bajcetic, Harvey Elliott, all these guys are youngsters still learning their trade. Thiago, Keita, Chamberlain, all these guys are ballers, but they are injury prone, let's be honest. So the entire midfield department was in a complete mess. It needed a rebuild and an urgent one. So going into this summer, Liverpool have gotten Alexis McAllister. I've made a video about McAllister and how he is going to fit into that Liverpool system. If you missed the video, you can check out my profile to get the video. So I think we need to talk about this Liverpool's midfield, the kind of midfielders Liverpool should get going into this new season. The major problem at Liverpool last summer is not only the midfield. I keep telling people, it's actually the pressing structure that got destabilized. If the pressing structure, if anything should affect the pressing structure at Liverpool, there will be a big problem. I will explain to you why. Liverpool play a very high line. When they play the high line, they want to win the ball back so high up the pitch. Jurgen Klopp said there is no creative midfielder that can be like a Genge press, a counter pressing situation. When you win the ball back so high up the pitch, that means you are so closer to your opponent's goal. So that is one of the key intentions of pressing in football. They want to win the ball back so high up the pitch. A lot of big teams do that, not only Liverpool, don't get me wrong. So how Liverpool does this is, once my teammate goes to press the opponent, I should follow him for one reason. My teammate is going to press the opponent. If he is not successful to intercept the ball, to retrieve the ball from the opponent, I, as a person, should make sure that the passing lane that opponent wants to use to get to his other teammate, I cut out the passing lane. So they have been doing this and they have been so drilled into it. They look like an oil-drilled machine. If you look at Jurgen Klopp, he doesn't rotate his team a lot, because to play in that system, to understand that pressing structure, you have to be tactically disciplined in the Jurgen Klopp system. So it doesn't really rotate like the kind of the likes of Pep and the likes. So number one problem last season, a key part of the front three, Sadio Mane. The front three initiate the press. A key part of the front three left. But not only that, someone who was gotten to replace Sadio Mane, and that is Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz came in, he absolutely balled for Liverpool. He balled to that Champions League final, and he really understood the assignment of that pressing structure. Unfortunately, Mane left Liverpool, Luis Diaz got injured. Now Liverpool are left with two senior attackers, Mohamed Salah and Darwin Núñez. Mohamed Salah is used to this. Darwin Núñez is new to the system. Now, it can be three up front. Now, Liverpool are left with two. That's a big problem. Liverpool had to revert to this 4-4-2 diamond at some part of last season. I think the earlier part of last season, playing Darwin Núñez and Salah up the diamond. But things weren't going very well. It's whenever they press, the pressing structure is not always making any sense. Henderson doesn't have the legs to press, to give that defensive intensity anymore. Fabinho looks like a shadow of himself. So Jurgen Klopp had to he had to tweak his tactics. Let me see. Moving Arnold into an inverted fullback role, moving him into a double six with Fabinho. And that showed signs of promise last season. So with that new system, I think that is how Liverpool wants to recruit this summer. But Liverpool are not in the Champions League. Let's not forget that. There are some players that they might want to attract, that those players will not want to come. Not all players want to play in the Europa League. I'm not by any means saying the Europa League is a bad competition, don't get me wrong. But let's be honest, some players don't want to play in the Europa League. They want Champions League football. So Liverpool won't be able to get in some players this summer. They've been linked to Kevin Tura. I am so interested in that guy. So I dived into the guy's statistics. But when I saw the guy that he loves to play on the left side of the midfield. If you look at his hit map, it shows that he loves to play in that left side of the midfield. He's a defensive midfielder. Now, I understand the logic behind that. If Arnold should come into the midfield, playing as a double six with Kevin Turam is a left footer who loves to play on the left side. Arnold is a right footer, he can operate on the right side. But Liverpool would not always play in this 3-2-5 system. Sometimes they will want to revert back to the 4-3-3 in a defensive shape. My fear is that can Kevin Turam play as a lone number 6? Because with his hit map, I don't see him as someone who loves to roam around the middle of the park. Someone who loves to operate in those left-hand channels. And I look at their formation, I see that he's being played predominantly in the left side of the midfield. I look at OG Nice. Sorry, I might not know how to pronounce it. I'm not a French guy. OG Nice. I look at the formation, I see that this guy has been played mainly in the left side of the midfield. So my concern is that can he play as a low number 6 in the defensive transition? But I gave myself the answer that yes, he can do it if the pressing structure is renewed, if the pressing structure is back, if Liverpool can start pressing from the front foot and get their pressing right. Luis Diaz will be back. Salah is always there, not always getting injury. And maybe Jota. If Jota should go an injury-free season, I think Liverpool will enjoy Jota. I don't think Darwin Núñez really understand the pressing assignment yet. Quite alright. Going forward, Darwin Núñez is a very deadly attacker, he's pacey and the likes. But he's not getting the defensive assignment right yet. I know you love Darwin Núñez, we all love Darwin Núñez, but he's not getting the defensive assignment. So going to that new season, if he can get that defensive assignment right, I think if Liverpool can press it from the front foot, get that pressing structure right, then Kevin Turam can play as a no number 6. And what does the club needs from his number 6? He wants you to be a good passer of the ball. Because if Liverpool play against teams with the semi-block or the low block, he needs his number 6. When the first 9 drops, connect to the number 6. Sometimes you see the number 6 keeping the ball over the defensive line. Something Fabio really does well for Mo Salah very well. So he wants you to be a good passer of the ball, and you have to be tactically aware. You have to be aware of your surroundings. So Kevin Turam coming in, I think it's going to be a good transfer. But if I'm going to be very honest, there is a midfielder I want Liverpool to sign. That is Nicolo Barella from Inter Milan. I don't think he will be able to get Nicolo Barella, but I really want them to sign Nicolo Barella. If Valverde can also come in, that would be fine. Those high-profile midfielders. But if they can't come in, Liverpool can still go with Kevin Turam, Manuel Kone. That would be fine. What do you think about Liverpool transfer? Do you think they will get it right this new season? What do you think about Liverpool's midfield? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, guys. And guys, do not forget to tap on the link in my bio to register on Ella Bet. Put my promo code DFKNY and get 30% discount on your first deposit.